Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Been a while. Let me give you an update as to what's been going on. So as you can see, the bus is gone. A few months ago, earlier this summer, kind of a last minute, a lot of things fell into place, and I decided to sell my house, pack up everything, and move to the other side of the state. So my plans for working on the bus all summer very quickly vanished. My house did need quite a bit of updates and improvements, so I've spent most of the summer building new bathrooms, remodeling bathrooms, changing out flooring, repainting walls, cleaning out sheds, closets, etc. So the bus is over in Davenport right now at my new shop. I'll show you that here in a couple of hours. For you, it'll be about 30 seconds. So where I'm at now, the house is completely done, listed on the market. I moved out, got a new place in Davenport. The good news is I'll have a little bit bigger workspace. So today's plan of action is to start getting this shop packed up and moved over there. It's probably gonna take a couple of weeks. There's a lot of stuff in here yet. So today I'm planning on just boxing up the tools and other equipment, parts and supplies, and getting that moved over. That'll probably take me today and part of tomorrow. And then probably next weekend, I'm gonna come over here with a flatbed trailer to move all these school bus seats that are piled up in the corner, as well as the workbenches and shelves themselves. They're not gonna fit in that enclosed trailer, but I need the enclosed trailer to move all of the stuff. So that's where we're at. Stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting fall once I get that new shop put together and organized up a little bit. And now that I'm not working on house full time, have some time to actually do some of this stuff before winter sets. Anyway, that's it for now. Catch up with you later. All right, we got a pretty good load on. At least it's not too miserable hot today. Kind of a nice day. Didn't hardly put a dent in the shop though, but all that insulation's loaded. I still have to pull down all the insulation off the ceiling, but that'll be a project for tomorrow. But it's coming up on 2 o'clock. Iowa versus Iowa State kicks off at 2:30, so I'm heading up to a friend's house to watch the game, and we'll be back here to load some more afterwards. All right, welcome to the new shop, as promised. There is the bus. It is still here. I did not sell it. This is kind of the space. That's an old cattle shed. So I've got roughly 50 by, I don't know, 30 or so foot of space. So a lot bigger than the old shop. So the bus is on this side over here, fairly tight against the wall. It could come over a little bit further. I got a few feet out front. There's all the insulation from the old shop. And so this area over here, I'm going to build a U-shaped bullpen that I can somewhat close in and insulate. A lot of this stuff has to go. That trailer has to go. Those tables have to go. This makeshift table has to go. And then on the back wall here, these are the solar panels that I got about a month or so ago from Santan Solar. I've got a great deal on those, very happy with those. This really hasn't changed much since you saw it last. I apologize if the lighting is kind of dark. I'm gonna rig up some more lights out here. Basically it is chock full of water tanks and other parts that I hurriedly threw into here before I moved the bus to try to move as much stuff over here as possible in one shot. I didn't take any video that day. I was in a little bit of a hurry. And we're back for day 2. The shelves and workbenches are largely clear. Those bus seats will go on the flatbed trailer, but workbenches are pretty much clear. Insulation is down. I just gotta get them 2x4s down yet. It's only 80 degrees, but it's humid as hell. These shelves are mostly clear. And underneath this big ass pile of insulation, which is gonna have to go on our trip, inside that trailer, that's all boreage you can't see. Trailer's full. So I think we're gonna take off and come back for round 2. All right, end of an era. Quick sweep this out. On to the next. I don't even remember the last time I picked up the camera, but anyway, all of the stuff has been in here for a while. I think I filmed that. But tonight, I finally got busy with getting some stuff set up. So, utility sink I bought off Facebook Marketplace. Nothing mounted yet. It'll just have a water 5-gallon jug below it and just a 5-gallon bucket to drain, but good enough for washing hands or parts. This shop is obviously not insulated or heated, so that will have to not be used in the wintertime, but the rest of the year will be kind of nice. This is the original right part of the workbench. Underneath my jacket is the vise. This middle section here is brand new with a recessed miter saw station. And then the left part was the other original portion of the workbench, rebuilt to some degree because the move was not kind and stuff busted apart, which I figured it would. That was the shelf that was in the back corner of the shop before, kind of back there by the back of the bus on the end of the workbench. It's just a storage shelf. And then these were the two tall ones that were up next to the overhead door at the old shop. So these are now upright and then secured actually to the wall behind it so they don't tip on me. And then down here, I know it's dark, is where the air compressor will go with the hose over there. And this whole pile of crap in the middle is additional insulation, random boards, the school bus seats, all stuff to be cleaned out yet. So plan for the rest of the space here. I have no idea when I'm actually going to edit and post this video, so maybe you'll see it, maybe you won't. But these plastic pieces there are two 7x7 and then 8-foot tall storage sheds that came out of the backyard of my old house. So the plan is to set those up kind of right here along the back, about even with the back of the bus, and then the front of them will be about even with that sink over there. So basically those kind of sit right in here, and that'll give me some more storage. This roof does tend to leak. That way I can put parts in there that are a little bit more sensitive to getting wet. So what I'll be doing then is I had some upright shelves going back behind the workbenches before. It's where my lights were and the pegboard was, so that'll still get installed all along here. These little temporary rope lights are going to come down. So you can see over here yet, got those two little pieces of pegboard that were the upright storage shelves, and then I made this beam in a bucket full of concrete. So what'll happen is after those sheds go in here, the pegboard and overhead will get extended all along the top of the workbench, and that will give me 3 sides of roughly 8 feet tall. That post is going to go out here in the middle, and I'm actually going to use some of these stringers across the top to insulate the top so I can run my little propane heater out here and not freeze to death. So I think this is a small enough space with a low enough height that I think the propane heater will actually work with significant amounts of insulation compared to the old shop, which it didn't work at all. So you can kind of see back behind the workbench, I've got insulation strung all the way behind the workbench, and then same thing back here behind the shelves. So I'll be insulated floor to my little 8-foot ceiling in here. That's what I got going on here. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go home and take a shower and drink a beer. I have a very strict rule about drinking beer with power tools, so I don't even have any out here, but making good progress. Be back at it tomorrow.